What it do, YouTube? It's your boy Sid B, and I've come to finally give in on my promise. I promised y'all I was gonna make this review, and that's what we're here to do, man. But first and foremost, I want to address the last video that I've made, the whole Drake and Kanye diss or whatever. I understand that it is an echo in that video. I get it, but I need y'all to understand that that was my first time recording on OBS, man. That was my first time, so I'm still getting used to things, and we getting stuff right, man. I'm telling you, we close to it. Yeah, that's what I should say. We close to getting things right. We're not there yet, but I got some things planned. The future looks bright, so I just wanted to say that first and foremost. And I did listen to the Certified Lover Boy, that whole album. I just didn't react to it. Just wanted to throw that out there. You can't expect my final thoughts on it, like give a complete review, kind of how I'm doing this one. But that's besides the point. Today we are here for J. Cole's off season. Do we still have it? Yes, we do. Bruce Buffer, baby. It's time. Whoo! Man, a little bit long overdue, but I gotta let it simmer, bro. I have to let albums simmer with me before I can actually go into depth about what I feel it really means and kind of like grade it and whatnot and how it stacks up against other albums that the artist had. So that's what we're doing here today, man. And I understand I didn't record, I basically didn't do it how I did the Bobby Tarantino 3 album or the Donda album. So I get that. So that's what we're going to kind of do a little bit today. I want to pick out those songs from the off season that I felt represented the album best and kind of go into depth with those. So that's what we're going to do first. The first track that I feel like really goes into depth about what this album is about is Applying Pressure. I feel like the name The Off Season is basically how he's putting in the work for the regular season. Like, you have to put in work throughout the off season, kind of like the clip from was it Applying Pressure? No, not Applying Pressure. The song right after Applying Pressure. What was it? With Damian Lillard kind of going into how you got to put in work or whatever. That kind of really speaks to what this album is. Cole's basically putting in work for his final project, The Fall Off. And you can tell on Applying Pressure, he just have that energy that, like, man, and he kind of go into it at the end of it, was like, you just got to show these niggas that you really like that. And that's what he's doing on this album, man. He's kind of, I wouldn't say trying to fit in, but I will say he's kind of trying to relate to a bigger audience with a song like Amari. Amari's kind of like a mumble mix of lyrics, and I kind of didn't like Amari at first, but it grew on me, man. It really did, and I gotta apply Cole for that, because I was like, Cole, where we going on this? Because I personally don't like that type of rap, if you want to say. Excuse me. So I'm glad that it grew on me, and I feel like he's really trying to grow his audience, man. And I feel like he's trying to grow his audience only to have them listen to, like, once he finally drops The Fall Off, which is supposedly his last album. I doubt it's going to be his last album, but still, that's what he's saying. So once he grows that audience, like, to a larger base, and they listen to it, they're gonna finally get, like, the gems that he's trying to drop. And I really appreciate him for that, because, man, the features is a testimony to what I just explained. Because well, let me get back to Applying Pressure, because applying pressure, I didn't address this. Applying pressure is him applying pressure to not only other artists in the industry, but applying pressure to himself as well. And I feel like he's trying to apply pressure to both just to elevate the game, because a lot of like hip hop heads really don't rock with this whole new generation of rap. And I feel like Cole's trying to elevate it to a level, but it's going to take time. I get that. But that's what I feel like applying pressure is. So I really appreciate him for that. But yeah, going back to the features. I like the features. Let me start over. I like the artists on the features, period. I already like that. But I will also say that I wanted people on this album that would have been able to challenge Cole from a lyrics standpoint. We didn't get artists like lyricists for features. That's what I wanted. I wanted a Kendrick verse or a Jay verse. I wanted one of those type to like hear Cole and whoever, what artist X to go at it. Like I wanted them to. I hope we're not done with that like trend, because I want competition, man. That competition only breeds success, in my personal opinion. So I really hope we're not done with that, man, because we would have never got songs like Renegade or Bitch Don't Kill My Vibe, that remix that Kendrick had with Jay when they was going back and forth with it, man. That's what I want. That's the hip hop I want. I don't think I got that with, well, I know I didn't get that with this album, and it's a shame. But what the positive thing about it is, it's kind of what I was kind of mentioning before, that the artists that he did bring on, they felt like they had to bring their A game. And I really like that Cole kind of gave him an alley for it, because that's what he did, bro. That's what he did, especially with 21 Savage. I feel like 21 Savage kind of, I don't want to say that he never like raps about like in-depth stuff, and he didn't go into nothing crazy on My Life, but still, like, to hear some type of depth from these artists, these not necessarily mumble artists, but just the new wave, that whole new wave, you don't really hear it. You only thing you bitch is, I fuck your bitch, nigga, I get money, oh, we tight. Like, this, my nigga, do you have anything else? Like, come on, bro. But anyways, I'm happy that I got something else from these artists that he had, especially 21 Savage. Lil Baby, he caught that alley that Cole gave him and slammed that thing, boy. Cause I really like the verse from Lil Baby, and like I say, it was set up for him like that. Like that production on that song, it really was set up for him to succeed on that. And kudos to him. Kudos for Cole giving him that. So let's see where else we at. So we got Applying Pressure. I would say the next song that really applies to the album would have to be, in no particular order, Close. I feel like Close, man, Close, I love Close only because that's like the song that's gonna last, I would say. Because for songs to hit, like really hit and stand the test of times, it has to, let's see, songs have to reach you in a deeper level where you can relate to. And a song like Close, like pretty much anybody can relate to that, from like, I shouldn't say anybody, but, and I don't want to say black, people in our community, the rap community, I should say, anybody can relate to a song like Close, because in the song Close, Cole is alluding to basically how a friend went down the wrong path or whatnot, and he's Cole was kind of trying to warn him about like the things he was doing, but the friend kind of didn't want to listen to him. And one night Cole had a dream about him, and basically the friend got in the dream, and right before he got, he kind of Cole kind of seen a glimpse in his eyes of how his life could have been, and how he was kind of trying to he kind of had hope for this friend. He found hope for his friend in this dream, and was like he thought he could change his ways. And unfortunately, when Cole woke up out of the dream, his mom came in the room and was like, so and so he got smoked. And it's like, man, that song really hits you when it's like, that can be my friend right now. Because you, like, most of the time you always have that one friend that's like, bro, what you doing? You kind of try and put him on the right path, but he don't want to listen. You think of that person once you get done listening to that song. So that track, that's the song that can last. I personally feel that's the best song on the album. It's not my favorite, but that's the best song. So Close, that's a special one. Another track, Pride is the Devil. I kind of mentioned it with the little baby mention that I had, but Pride is the Devil, that's one of my personal favorites. That and 95 South, that's the two most replayable songs that I've listened to from this album. But Pride is the Devil, it is basically Cole is alluding to how pride can get in the way of a lot of things in life, like, and it can prevent you from a lot of stuff in life. And he kind of goes into all the things like your baby mama problems and getting in the way with that. Oh man, you not paying your utility bills, like stuff like that. Oh my goodness. I love that. I love the verse from Cole and how he's kind of explaining that, basically what I just elaborated on. But and then you get a verse from Lil Baby to give you that new wave rap, and I love it, bro. I love it. I really do. I love that song. I love that song. But yeah, so Pride of the Devil, Applying Pressure, Close. If I had to put another one in there, I would probably go with Let Go My Hand. Let Go My Hand has to be in it because, I mean, it's pretty straightforward, surface wise. Like from a surface level, you'll think Cole basically said that this song is about how he and his son, he had to let go his son's hand basically, and kind of let him be his own man, and he gonna have to grow up for himself. And I feel like, yes, that is true, but I also think it has a kind of double meaning behind it. I think this song is kind of talking about Cole himself as well, but also from like a spiritual level with God. Like God is basically letting go of Cole's hand to it's hard to explain, man, but I feel like God is letting go of Cole's hand to basically branch out and explore like new, not revenues, but just explore the doors of this hip hop industry. And that's why I was saying, like with a song like Amari, he's trying to grow that audience, and I really like how it kind of ties together with the ending, which I'll get into a little bit later. But I really like he's trying to grow his fan base for that last album. Like I said, the Fall Off. Excuse me, I'm getting a little tongue tied. But anyways, yeah, man, I feel like he's trying to grow that fan base, and I feel like a song like Let Go My Hand, I think he's saying God has given him that the permission to do so, because in the past Cole has just been that hip hop guy that you can count on to get bars. He's not gonna try and relate to this new generation, because you can go back to a song like what's the song with him and he's on the back of the truck and just rapping, like going at these new school niggas. Oh man, dog, I forgot what the song called. What is that track? Everybody Dies. Everybody Die. A song like Everybody Dies, he's basically coming at the new generation and like how he's not for this, but now you can see the evolution of a guy like J. Cole, and he's kind of trying to be like he's the middle child. He's trying to be their big brother. Like, hey, you don't gotta always mumble and be whack out of. I shouldn't have said that. My bad. Hey, it is what it is. That's how I feel. But anyways, I feel like that's what he's doing on this album, man. Cause I already said it. I already gave you like that's what I feel like he's doing with 21 Savage. She's giving him the love. Like, man, I like that. I like that he's doing that. But that's just kind of where I'm at with Let Go My Hand. I feel like he's just it's deeper than a lot of people think, but I don't know where I'm at now. I gave y'all my did I give y'all? Nope, I didn't give y'all my favorite. My favorite track, I gave you one of them. Pride is the Devil is one of my favorite tracks on the song. However, I would say probably my favorite, and I understand it's not the best, but Hunger on Hillside is one of my favorites, mostly because how it comes right after a song like Close. After you get all of that, like the emotions from that song, and then the hit when it hits with a song like Hunger on Hillside, and those it's just like a Disney feel to it. It's not a Disney song, but it's a Disney feel, like a Disney movie, like everything's good, like everything's gonna be all right, kind of. And I just like the feel of that song. It gives me like hope. That's basically what it gives. So, you know, a sense of relief as well. Kind of gives a sense of relief, man. So I love Hunger on Hillside. I wouldn't say it's one of the best tracks on there, but yeah, replay wise, 95 South, Pride is the Devil, My Life, and that's really it. Like replay songs like from that album. So there's that. That's the replay. Gave you my two favorites. Grade. Well, how would I grade it? Let's see. Woo! We're gonna do it from like a scale from 1 to 10. If I was to do that, I would probably have to give this album like a 7.9, maybe close to an 8. It just did pass for me and what I was looking for. But I really do like how I say it. Like I really like how what it's doing for the new generation, and not necessarily that they needed it for like popularity, because they like Lil Baby's like one of the most popular rappers today. So I understand that he doesn't need it, but for him to kind of like get that cosign from like OG heads, that's what Cole's doing. He's giving these rappers that's on his album like cosigns of like, hey man, you need to listen to this. I understand he mumbles sometimes, but hey, check him out. He nice sometimes too, and that's what he's doing on this album. I really appreciate that. But yeah, it's a 7.9 for me, because this type of music isn't, like I said, it's not my type of music. It has a few songs in it where Cole's like giving me those bars. Like Cole's always gonna give bars on par with his level of skill, but for it to be called off season, I'm expecting to get bars like that I haven't seen before, like a new level of bars. But hopefully he's waiting on his next album to fall off when everybody's paying attention to what he's trying to say. So that's what I'm hoping for. I might not get that, but it is what it is. Cole, he's still one of the best in today's game. You can't really name too many people that's ahead of him. So, and skill level. So I give him that. But yeah, man, 7.9 for me. And if I would have to like not grade the album, but to see where it stacks up amongst his other albums. What, Cole has 5 albums? What is it? Sideline Story, Born Center, 2014 Forest Hills Drive, For Your Eyes Only, KOD, the off season. He has 6 albums. Is this middle of the pack? Is it top 3? Well, top 3 is middle of the pack, I guess, but I don't think it cracks that top 3, man. I really don't. I think it falls right outside of it for me. I think it's number 4. Yeah, it's number 4 for me because I feel like KOD in 2014 Forest Hills Drive, that's like 1A and 1B. And then you got Born Center. Born Center is my favorite, but I understand it's not the best album. But Born Center is definitely my favorite. Because that's when Cole was just like, he came into the game like, hey, I'm here, bruh. And he displayed that whole time he was displaying how he's that guy. So I appreciate that. So yeah, I mean, that's where I'm at on it. Hopefully I didn't forget nothing else. I should probably start doing notes, man, because it'd be a lot to get off of my head, and I have a lot of stuff on my head, and I be trying to get it all out. But yeah, man, it's number 4, 7.9. It got a few songs that I would like to replay. But all in all, I give it a thumbs up, man. Off Season is a good album. It really is. And I hope there's more in store. I mean, I know it's more in store, but I hope what's in store is better than the Off Season. So that's where I'm at, man. Like, comment, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. Y'all know what to do. Yeah, man, in the comments, let me know how y'all felt about it. Till next time, man. Yep.